This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, hello all. Welcome to the next session on SAP ABAP fundamentals. And in the previous class, we have discussed about uh, what exactly the internal table operations and all. And today we are going to talk about what exactly we are going to implement some kind of practical on this and what exactly we are going to see, and also we are going to see step by step debugging as well, guys. So that also we are going to look it out. And so this is the thing we have discussed in the previous class. And the internal table operations, very important, guys. Okay, so internal table operations are very important. These are core concepts, one of the core concept in SAP ABAP. And so there are three kind of data objects. One is the variable. With that we can have single field and we can store the single value. And if you want to group the fields, we need to have a one work area. And the capacity of the work area is we can store multiple fields or multiple columns, but only with single value, guys. And suppose in the real time we'll be handling with multiple records. So if you want to store the multiple records in the runtime execution of your program, so we need to have an internal table. And the syntax to define the internal table and work area and variable is the object. These three are the data objects, and we are going to define with the data. And if it is in a single field, we are going to refer with predefined data types and a type. So one of the data type we are going to use, and we have different kind of data types: C and DT, character, numeric, date, and a time, a string, X string, and backward decimal, and floating point, guys. Okay, these are all the some of the data types. And if you want to have multiple fields together, we need to have a user defined data types. That's we are going to declare with the types. Types is a data type which doesn't have any memory allocation, just we are going to use for the reference purpose. And so here we have defined the types with the multiple fields. Here you can say employee number, employee name, and date of birth. And that we have referred to the work area. A work area will be created, and this is an internal table. And so the keyword to define a internal table is the type table of, guys. And the reference is the TYEMP, guys. These are my reference. This work area and internal table will be created with the three columns of three fields of these types, guys. Okay, very important. So this is the key of our all of our programs, guys. These are examples, and we will be having different kind of defining that things as well, that we are going to see in the later section. But this is a base and fundamentals for your data objects, guys. And so let's take look like, so if you want to pass the values to the worker, if it is in a single variable, directly I can assign it with the field name. But if it is in a work area, if you want to assign the values to the field names, you need to prefix the work area and hyphen, and you need to mention your field name, guys. So this is the work area. This is the structure look like in the in your ABAP. And if you see the work area in the debugging mode, you are going to see the record in this format, guys. Next. And also we have the internal table. And where is that picture? Yeah, now you can see this is my work area, this is my internal table, guys. How can you move the data from work area to the internal table? So we have some kind of operations. One is the append. So always with the append statement, we are going to uh, move the records from work area to the internal table, record by record, and every record will be stored in the last or in the end, guys. That's an append statement. And but suppose if you want to insert some record in particular position, so let's take an example of I have already 10 records. In that records I need to insert one record at the third position. So that time we should not use the append. Append will insert at the 11th record, but I want to insert at the third position. You need to write a insert command. So insert is the operation if you want to insert the record at particular position, but you need to additionally add the index operation where exactly you are going to insert the record, guys. That's an insert. And next statement is, so here you can see the records are in 1012, guys. It's not in a sequence manner. And if you want to sequence the records, we are going to use the sort statement. And sort can be done in two ways, in mathematics. One is the ascending, another one is the descending, guys. What is ascending? It will going to do the sequence from lower number to the higher number. And if it is in a descending, it is going to sequence your records from the higher number to the lower number, guys. That's the sequence. And also there are some duplicate records. Okay, so maybe I will go here, and you have seen append and insert we have seen, and next one is the uh, sort and the describe table. If you want to calculate how many number of records in the internal table, we are going to use the describe statement, and that we are going to send into one variable. To hold that calculator records, we need to have one variable, and the variable should be with the count, guys. The variable should be with the count. Okay, that's an describe table, guys. Next one is the sort. Already we have seen, and suppose the by default your sorting is implicitly it's in a ascending manner, guys. And if you want to ascend, if you want to sequence the records in a descending, you need to write the code explicitly by extending your statement with the descending keyword, guys. That's the descending. And next we have seen collect. Suppose here you can see there is a duplicate records. Okay, order 100 iPhone 55,000 order 100, and iPhone 50,000 order 100, iPhone 48,000. Here you can see this is a duplicate record. So if you want to avoid the duplicate records in the internal table, and we are going to use the collect statement. When you do the collect statement, it is going to sum up all the numeric values, and all the numeric values, guys. That's a collect statement. Next one is the next one is the
This conference will now be recorded.
so that's a collect statement, guys. You can avoid the duplicate records, and you can sum up the numeric values in the internal table, guys. It is going to sum up here this record, and this record, and it is going to sum up the records, guys. That's a collect statement, guys. Next statement is the uh, move statement. Yes, guys, so you can assign the values from one variable to another variable. Let's say I have two fields, f1 and f2. Suppose if you want to transfer the values from f1 to f2, you can use the f1 f2 equal to f1. So that is one assignment. And another assignment is move, also move f1 to the f2. Like that also we can assign another way. And also you can assign the values from work area to the another work area. Let's take an example of I have two work areas, work area 1 and work area 2. Move work area 1 to the work area 2. It is going to move the record from the work area 1 to the work area 2, guys. But the condition is the work area 1 and work area 2 fields should be the same. Okay, if not same, then you need to use move corresponding is the statement. Corresponding fields only it is going to move it, other fields it doesn't move it, guys. That's a move corresponding statement, guys. That's a move corresponding statement. Okay, so even you can send it from one internal table to another internal table as well. And like this also we can do, guys. I tab 2 equal to I tab 1. This way also we can do the assignment, guys. That's the things. Now we are going to see the program how exactly we are going to implement this internal table operation, guys. Very very important this. And okay, so now I'm going to implement the code. SE38 and EDZ7 underscore ITAB underscore OPRA TA1. Maybe it is there. Create. Yeah. So demo for internal table operations, guys. And it's an executable program. We are going to see all this. Okay. But now blindly go with internal table operations and save. Now we can see in the end and enter. Okay, and I am going to declare one structure, guys. With the structure not employee, I don't take employee, I will take the sales orders. Okay, so first my reference structure I need to take it, guys. Very very important. So what are the fields you want that you need to define? Begin of it's my ty underscore sales. I'm going to do any sales operations. Okay, my name, it's my name, guys. So it's your free choice. Whatever the name you want, you can put it. But I always follow the naming conventions. Not now, you will come to know later what exactly that this. And see, I followed the naming convention for the program. So you know what is the purpose of that. And in the same way, this also we are in the real time, we are going to have some naming standards and guidelines that you need to follow, guys. So whatever you like, if you write that logic, I will not accept. So there are set up standards and guidelines which is introduced by SAP. That guidelines you need to follow, guys. So just writing the code, anybody can develop, guys. ABCD concept, anybody can develop, but so that should be developed by using some set of standards and guidelines. That's important, guys. Okay. So next one is my same, guys, sales order number, SONO type. It's my type of C, and my length is the 10, guys. 10 length character I am going to take it. This is my sales order number, guys. Next, I have a product. Okay, product length is maybe I can say 20, and it's my type C, guys, character. And I have a price. And how can you provide the price, guys? Uh, Price. Yeah, perfect. Type P and decimals, two decimals. I am going to take it, guys. So next, end of hmm, ty underscore sales. This is my reference data type, user defined data type, guys. What are the fields I want, I have declared inside my types. This is my data type, user defined data type. So it is only used for the reference purpose, guys. Skeleton it is. Okay, and I cannot store your data in the data types. So if you want to store the data, you need to have a memory allocation. If you want to get a memory allocation, you need to use a data object, guys. Okay, some people initially while developing, so in here I need to put period, or here I need to put comma and all, guys. Some people will have the confusion here. So always, guys, I have started my types. Okay, so begin of my ty sales, so it is not at ended, your statement is not ended. So that's why you need to put in a comma. So here I have one field, and I have one more field here. I have more field here, and here I am going to end it. So in the end only you need to put the uh, period, guys. That's the logic you need to understand. Here I am putting a colon, means I have more number of data objects. I'm going to group together. That's why I put in a colon, guys. Okay, I can declare with each statement with data, but it's not a good it's not it doesn't provide a good readability. It doesn't provide a good readability, guys. Okay, so there are some technical terms whenever you're developing a program. So always the program should be reusable and readable, and should be maintainable, guys. So the three English terms you need to remember when you develop any code, guys. Okay, leave it now. We'll see that concept, what exactly those concepts. I'm going to define a work area, and work area, the keyword is the type, and my reference is the ty underscore sales. So a work area will be created with reference to the these types, and in these types I have three fields. The work area will be created with these three fields, guys. That's an a work area. It is capable of to hold only single record, guys. And next one is the itab and type table of ty underscore sales, guys. So this is the two data objects have declared, guys. Next, so what is the next step? I need to pass the values to this internal table and work areas, guys. How can you do that? So work area and hyphen my sono equal to, okay, sono equal to, I can inject by using 00000, how many zeros, 6 and 7 and 100. And this is my record, and another record is work area hyphen my product. Okay, and next one is, okay, maybe I will take same example iPhone. So the same record only I'm going to take it, guys. And work area hyphen my price equal to my value, maybe 55,000, and price is 50 paisa, guys. Okay, so actually you can send, if you don't have without decimal, I can send like this, guys. I can send like this, but since I am introducing the decimal, so here above things So here it is ending, guys. It will give the syntax error. So that's why whenever you have the decimal, you need to keep in the single quotes, guys. That's the thing. And here I have the data in the work area. Now work area, if I want to transfer one more record, work area is not capable to hold the multiple records. You need to send the records from work area to the internal table, guys. This is my record. Always, guys, so always whenever you do the practice, don't write the code, guys. So here I did my code. See, is my code is working properly or not? So you need to debug step by step, guys. So this is my step. I did one record. I have transferred to the internal table. Okay, don't write the code. Stop it here and activate your program. Try to practice in this way, guys, always. Now I put a breakpoint here. So like this, you are going to get a lot of knowledge. Okay, I don't see the output now. Now you can go here and press. Guys, how can you execute statement by statement? Now I see, is there any values in my work area? No, I don't have the values. Now you have to observe. See, guys, since this field is defined with character, by default it's in a space value. This is also by default in a space value, but the price, the default value is 0.00, guys. All these observations are very, very important. Yes, I don't have the values. Why? Because I didn't not yet transfer the values into my work area. Yes, now I transferred S4 number. Now the S4 number should be transferred, and now I have transferred product, and my product should be here, and I have transferred this, and my I did an F5, guys. So that's why you got the value over here. But go and see how many records in the internal table. Yeah, internal table consists 0 records and 3 columns, guys. 0 records and 3 columns. Now you can see there is in a 3 columns. A row is in a default, guys. But this is the row is the index of your internal table, guys. Row is your index of your internal table. I don't have any records now. And when you will get the records is when you append it, you are going to get the records. Code goes, because the code is completed, it goes to the standard code, guys. And if you want to see that values, you need to write always a additional code later. Always, that's why I always like this, I am going to write it, guys. That's the reason I am going to write always whenever I debug. I will write a dummy print always. And now you can pretty printer. Always you need to pretty printer. That is also good practice. And do the syntax check and activate. Again, you do the debugging now and go to the F5, F5, F5. Now you see, now your cursor is here. Now I can see the values in the I tab. I tab contains 1 record and 3 columns, and double click on it. Now you can see the values in the internal table, guys. And guys, in the debugging also, if you want to insert the values, you can insert it, guys. It's possible. So you can, if you want to delete, you can delete it in the debugging mode. If you want to change, you can change the record in the debugging mode. If you want to append a new record also, you can do append. If you want to do a insert also, you can do the insert in debugging mode, guys. Okay, in debugging mode you can do that kind of stuff. Maybe not now. Okay, we'll wait later. And so so till now my code is success. I don't see any errors and anything else. Now I will proceed with next my code. What I am going to do is, next I am going to do my code, guys. Okay, now I did appended. I'm going to use the collect statement. Maybe you know this code, right? So I can do a copy paste, guys. So since I know, I can do the copy paste, guys, because it's a duplicate efforts. So what exactly it is, that's why I have did a copy paste. Same thing, but here I'm going to change the values to the 50,050 paisa, guys. Okay, but since it is in a duplicate record, what I am going to use it, I'm going to write in a collect statement, guys. I'm collecting the record. So whenever you use collect this into that, collect this into that, guys. So into you need to use it, into you need to use it, then pretty printer and execute and activate. Now you execute it, it goes to the debugging mode and press F5. Already I know until this. Now I will go here and I will see the work area, and my work area values are 100, iPhone, and 50 previous record, guys. Now I'm replacing the values with the new values. Now you can see, you can go and see, you can see the values 50,000, because these two are the same. So the difference is only the price is the difference, guys. But see now, when I do this, I should expect 2 records, right? But See now what the collect is going to do. What the collect is going to do. So press F5. See guys, how many records in the internal table? Only one record. It is not inserting the record. What it is doing? It is collecting the value. Now the sum of the two things is the 55,000 plus 50,000. It's a 1,05,000 and 50 paisa comes to the 1 rupee, guys. That's the collect statement. Are you clear? Right? So yeah, this is my record. I have one record now. Okay, and here F8, if you do the F8, it is going to execute your report, guys. Now I'm going to I don't do the collect now. Okay, collect is done. I'm going to append the record again. So my another record I'm going to append, guys. Append the record, and my record is here. 101 is my another record. The order number is 101. Whenever I use append, it should be an a two. It will show, guys, automatically. A red symbol means yeah, there is an a syntax error, guys. That's an a two. Now maybe it is inserted the another record. Maybe I don't want to see that record, but how many records I have in the system now? So I now two only, because it's in a collect. It is going to sum up here. I have two records. Maybe I will insert one more record. Okay, and I'm going to insert one more record, the order number this, and it's my case, guys. My product is case, and my value is not this much. Case is 500 rupees. Okay, then I am going to append it. Now how many records I have? I have uh, now I have three records, and suppose I would like to insert one record at the second position, and I am going to do an insert. Maybe it's my 100 record, but my value is case. It's my case, and the value is okay, maybe 500 rupees. And here I'm going to do an insert command, guys. Insert, and insert this into that, and you need to use the index 2, guys. Maybe it's giving me the error, maybe into, guys, not to. It's so if it is the keywords, always it should be in the blue color. If you see it is in the same color, gray color or black color, you should think that there is something going wrong, guys. And pretty printer, maybe we will see until this how exactly it is going to work, guys. And do this and do that, and do the debugging again. Maybe I don't want to see the debugging till here. I want to see the debugging here, and put the breakpoint here, guys. Why? Because I know already how exactly it is working. Step by step you need to debug, guys, step by step, and execute it, and press F8. If you practice in this way, you will become the expert, guys. After some days, after 2 months, you will be comfortable with the ABAP. So this is the way. Just getting the output, it is simple, guys. And do the debugging. And not only this, any program you need to practice in this way. Step by step, you need to do the debugging, and go to the internal table and see there are three records, and I have three records now. One, two, three, and I'm going to insert one more record at the second position. And now you can see the second position order 100 and case should be inserted. Now if you go here, now you can see order number and case is inserted at the second position. Whatever the record it is there in the second position, that will be moved to the third position, guys. That's one of the another thing. Maybe next one is, what I'm going to do is what we have seen, append, insert, and collect we have used. And maybe the sort will see, sort, is it in sorting? Maybe I can do in a describe table, right? So describe table, and my internal, how many records I have in the internal table. Okay, describe table, and my describe table, and describe table I tab, it's my lines, it's my count, guys. I can use the count, how many lines we are going to have in the count, and do the things. And don't define your data objects in the beginning itself, guys. Whenever it is required, that time only you need to define, guys, because I don't know what I am going to do in the program. Whenever it is required, that time, always that practice you need to do it. Some people in the other things, they are going to define everything in the in front. Okay, so don't do that. What you are going to do, I don't know, right? You will be confused, or you are going to learn the program in a butty way, guys. Don't do that kind of practice. Whenever required, that time only you need to define, guys. That's the practice you need to do it, guys. Don't by heart. So always system will tell you where exactly, when exactly you need to define, guys. That's it. I want a count. Now count, I'm going to define the count. Since the count is a number, I need to do with the insert, guys. This is the way. So what data type you need to use based on the data analysis, you need to define the data, guys. The data analysis is very very important. And yeah, so that's the thing you need to define, guys. Okay. And just give me one minute.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so we are going to describe, and now you can do the syntax check. There is no syntax errors because we have defined the data object, guys. We have defined the data object. Now maybe you will be having some doubt, right? So how can you print the values in the output? So if it is in a single record, I can print with work area or variable. But if it is in an internal table, how can you print the values? How can you read the values from the internal table? How can you print it, guys? So if you want to print the values from the, now till now how many records I have? Maybe 4 records we have. So if you want to print these 4 records, how can you print? How can you print? If it is in a work area, I can print there itself. But now I have collected all the records, and now I need to process those records from the internal table. How can I process it? If I want to process multiple records from the internal table, what is the statement? If I want to process multiple things in the internal table, compare with C. If you want to do multiple things, yeah, arrays. And here what exactly it is here? It's an internal table, but so I told one thing, guys. How can you do that? If you want to process multiple records, what can you do? If you want to process multiple records in the internal table, how can you do it? Multiple things, multiple things, multiple things. Loop, perfect answer. You need to loop the data, guys. Loop at an internal table and send it to the work area. And immediately whenever you open the loop, you should print end loop, for and for, do and do, while loop and loop, guys. This is the looping concept. Okay, so you need to loop, guys. Every program you are going to see a loop, guys. Without this you cannot see any program. Okay, loop, loop, loop. So loop at internal table into work area. And now I have the how it will work. So if I have 4 records, first it will loop the first record. It will send to the work area. And that work area we are going to print with the right statement. Now I am writing the logic inside the loop and loop. Within the loop I am writing the logic, guys. And work area and hyphen, my first field is SONO. I am printing this. And I have work area, and I have product, and I am printing the product. And work area hyphen price, I am printing the end price, guys. Now first record it will come, and it will go to the end loop, and it comes here, and it will loop the second record. It will print the second record, and it goes end loop, and it comes to the next record. It print the third record. It goes the loop again, and we have 4 records. It will loop for the 4 times. And it is going whenever the record is reached the total number of records, and the loop will exit, guys. The loop will exit automatically, guys. Do you want to see? So how can you find out you are in which current loop pass? How can you find out you are in which loop pass? How can you find out you are in which loop pass? How can you find out you are in which loop pass? I told you there is a system variable, guys. In the loop and loop, yeah, there is a statement called tabix, guys. Tabix is the system variable which will hold the current loop pass, which will hold the current loop pass. The system variable is the tabix, guys. Maybe I will use that, right? I'm going to write, yeah, the current loop pass value is is my psi hyphen tabix, guys. So I am going to use this. Yeah, not underscore. It's a hyphen psi tabix, guys. So we'll see how exactly it is going to work, guys. Now I don't know how exactly loop will work, guys. Maybe I can put a breakpoint on the loop. This is the way of doing the debugging, guys. No, now I sorry, Control Z, and If you want to get previous state, you need to put in a control z, guys. Okay, suppose you did something and which is not in a in a correct format, and do the control z, it goes back, guys. That's a control z option. And now I am going to put an a breakpoint over here. Okay, I am put that breakpoint on the loop, guys, and execute your program. And now you can see the internal table. I have 4 records. Now see guys, press F5. Okay, F5. See guys, what is the value of site apex, guys? Always, so your eyes should be on the total screen, guys. So your eyes should be here and here and here and here, guys. Size of RC 0. If your statement is not executed successfully, the size of RC value becomes not equal to 0, guys. So always your eyes should be here and here and here and here. The cursor where it is when you are doing the debugging, and you need to observe total screen, how exactly what are the values, and that you need to see it, guys. Now you can see, now the first record, what I told, whenever you loop the first record, it reads, it sends to the work area. And now you can see, go to the internal table. My first record is 100 iPhone, this record, and see the work area. Now you can see 100 iPhone, this is my record, guys, and the site apex value is 1. So I am printing the current loop pass value. I am printing the records from the work area, guys. Done. And now you see where it goes. It goes again back to the loop, and it is processing the second record. And see the work area. You can see the second record. Case is the second record, and printing those records. And printing those records, it goes to the 3, and it is printing the third record, and it goes to the 4. It goes to the 4. It is printing the fourth record, and that's it. My records, number of records are 4, and my loop will complete now, guys. And press F8, and you are going to see the current loop pass value is 1, and the record is this. My current loop pass value is 2. It is printing second record. My current loop pass value 3. It is printing the third record, and my current loop pass value is 4. It is printing the fourth record, guys. That's the loop which we have introduced, guys, which we have introduced. Maybe I will execute this, and I will execute again just to see the records. So it's 100 101 and 101, guys, maybe. And I'm going to have one record, control C and control V, and I have the record is 5. This is my record, let's assume. Okay, and execute and execute, and just I'm going to execute, guys. Now you can see it's an 100 101 105 101, guys. Is it in a sequence format? No. If you want to get in a sequence, what you need to do, so you need to sort it, guys. Maybe I can sort it. How can you sort it? After this, you can sort the record and sort I tab and by which field you need to do SO NO, guys, because this is the field of the sales order, and you need to do with us SO NO, guys. Execute it and execute, and you have to debug, guys. I am not doing, it's a simple, that's why I am not doing the debugging. Now you can see 101 105, and final record is the 105, guys. Maybe if you do the same sort, control C and control V, and if you want to do by descending, we need to add a descending order, and pretty printer and execute and execute and activate and do this and execute. I'm not doing in a debugging mode. Now it is printing 105 101 101 100 100, guys. This is a descending order of your records, guys. Maybe I have now I am going to declare, another internal table, and maybe I can do like this. Okay, and I have a work area 1 and internal table 1, guys. I have work area 1 and internal table 1, guys. Now what I'm going to do is, so I can dump the records. Okay, I tab 1 equal to I tab 1, guys. Now I have the records in sorry, so yeah, that's the I tab, guys. I can move the records like this, and sometimes what I can do is, maybe uh, maybe I have the record here. So what I am doing now, I'm going to move the record from work area to work area 1, guys. Maybe I am appending the duplicate record. So just to show how it is going to work, I am doing this append work area 1 to iTab. That also I can do, guys, because so these are both are the same structure. I can move to the another work area. I can do from the work area one to the iTab as well, because all are referred with the same structure, guys. I can play like anything, guys. I can play like any things. And now we do the syntax check and activate. Maybe this time I'm going to do the debugging. And so why? Because yeah, I will put the debugging over here and execute, because I need to see how exactly it is going to work. Now you can see the values, and maybe F5 and F5, F5, F5. Now work area, I have the record and 100, case 500, but go to the work area one, and work area one with the same structure, but now not at, we don't have the values, but the cursor is at move, and press F5. Now go to the work area one. You can see the values in the work area one, guys. So with the move statement, we can move from work area to the another work area, guys. And also I can dump the records. Maybe I don't want to. I already seen loop and loop, guys. If I want to come here, put a breakpoint like this and press F5. So it will execute all the things and it will come to over here. Now you see in iTab one how many records we have. We have 0 records. And if you do this, how many records we have? 6, because I already moved before. That's why now we are getting a 6 records now, guys. Okay, that's an a iTab one, guys. That's an iTab one, and equal operator and move we have used, guys. But what I am going to do now is a restart. So I'm going to now, guys, my requirement is just I have another field and another reference structure. Okay, another reference structure. Here I am going to add another field. My field is, let's take an example, price and this, and maybe my price. After this, maybe I will be having some item, maybe take something, no problem, 6, and type C, guys. I have an additional field. Now if you see, this structure and this structure are different. Now you see what will happen. Do the do the, maybe I need to change the reference as well. So it's a sales one, it's my sales one, and here I am going to change to the sales one and sales one, guys. So what I did now, so what I did, I have defined one more types, and for the work area one I have assigned another types, guys. Now if you see, work area is referenced with ty sales, work area one is referenced with the ty sales one. So here I have three fields, but here I have a four fields, guys. So the fields are different from one structure to the another structure. And if you do like this, what will happen? Do the syntax check now. So no syntax errors. Why? uh, Sales one and sales one, yeah, uh, yeah, ty sales one, ty sales one. It should give me the syntax errors, guys. Why? Because this, so we'll do one thing. We'll go to here and delete the breakpoint. Maybe you see what will happen. So maybe the move corresponding is, now I'm sending the values. I have a work area and work area one, and this is my work area, and uh, and this is my work area one. And go to the work area one. You see another field additionally which is there, and do the move and go to the work area one. You can see the values, but so by, because I have the field in the end, that's why it's not giving anything. Maybe what I will do is just I will change. See how the impact. So now I will take this field and I will going to insert in middle of this. Since it is in the last field, it's not giving me the anything. And do now, so do the syntax check. Now see, guys, now it's not compatible. Okay, so if it is in the end, it's not checking. But if it is in the middle, so it's giving me the syntax error. It's giving me the syntax error, guys. That's the difference. That's the difference. So if it is in the last, it's not giving me. And this time what you need to do, you need to use move corresponding, guys. And so this is not at all possible. It will give the syntax errors. Now you can see it will give me the syntax error. And maybe append corresponding, you cannot do it. Maybe you can send it to the itab one. You can send it to the itab one, guys. And now you can see I tab 1 both structures are not possible. Maybe I can use like this move corresponding, and I tab to I tab to I tap one, guys. That's what I can do it and save it. Equal is not at all possible if you have both the structures not equal, and that is not compatible. So you cannot do an equal symbol. It should be, if you want to do an equal symbol, the source structure and target structure should be having the same fields in the same order. But if it is in the internal table, you need to use a move corresponding, guys. Maybe I will enter it and put a breakpoint here. I am going to see now and execute it now. F8 and F8. Now I come here, and this is my itab 1, this is my itab 5, guys. I have 5 records in the internal table 1. Internal table 1 means the basic one, and I'm going to move the 5 records. Now you can see, so it becomes the 5 records in the itab 1 as well, guys. It moves all the records to the internal table 1 as well, guys. And that's it. And do you have any questions still here? No, right? So what I'm going to do is, next one is, so maybe here in the I tab, I have a record. My record is work area. Maybe what I am going to do is, I'm going to read one record from here, guys. I'm going to read one record, single record. How can you read the single records from the internal table? How can you read the no, how can you read the single record from the internal table? Not the if you want to define a single values, we need to define a variable. Huh? So I told you guys in the yesterday's class, loop is used to process the multiple records from the internal table. If you want to read the records, single records, I told you a read table, internal table, I tab. This is also very very important, guys. Into work area, I can read with the key and I can read with index, guys. I told this statement in the yesterday. And you can do the read by using it will read the single record from the internal table, and we can read the record table by using with the key or with the index, guys. Maybe I'm going to read with key so number equal to, maybe my record is 10 how many zeros, 6070s, and 105 is the record, guys. And whenever you do the read table, so you need to consider performance, guys. You need to consider the performance. Always you need to apply in a binary algorithm, guys, binary search. But if you want to do a binary search, you should guys, already there is a sort to by this field, no problem. If it is ascending or descending, but it should be sorted by your field, the key field which you have used in the read table. This is my key field which I have used, and that internal table should be sorted by with this, guys. That is the precondition. And whenever you do a read, always it will return size sub rc, guys. Size sub rc value, size sub rc equal to 0. So what I am going to do is, I am going to just, I am doing I would like to change the price, guys. So if this is a 105 order, I have to apply a gst on top of it. Okay, that's what I am going to do in a arithmetic operation. Just I am doing some calculation on this price, guys, whenever the order is 105, guys. What I am going to, how can you apply the gst? How can you apply the gst? How can you apply the gst? So maybe my record is in work area, right? So whenever you read it, it will read the single record, it will store in the work area. So work area hyphen price equal to maybe work area hyphen price plus gst plus uh, actual price on top of, you need to add the gst, right? So again, price uh, into, what is the price, apply 18% divided by 100, guys. So this is the logic. Always abap is in a space sensitive, you need to put in a space, guys. This is my gst. I have modified the value now. I have updated the value with the gst amount. Now I need to do a modification on top of it. I need to modify the record now. So just I did a modify on the work area level. But if you want to modify at the internal table, you need to write a statement modify your internal table itab from work area and index, and what which record you are going to modify it. I'm going to modify the record index. Which record? I don't know, guys. I'm reading it. How I should I know on which record you are going to modify, on which record it is reading this, on which index it is reading it, guys. Here I told, right, loop and loop. There is an every record, there is an a citabix row number is the citabix, right? Suppose if I read the record also, it will fill the value in the citabix, guys. So the index is the citabix, the row number value will be stored in the citabix. And also you need to tell to the system which field you are doing the modification. Transporting is the keyword. My field is price is my field, guys. This is what the modify statement, guys. This is the modify statement. So now the record will be modified. Maybe what I can do, so I will take this loop, control X and control V. So I will keep here. I am going to modify print. After modifying the values, I am going to print it. That's the meaning, guys. What I am doing, modifying the record and again printing it, guys. Okay, initial value is something, but on top of it I am applying on 105. So what is the value of the 105? 50,000, right? So 50,000 plus 9,000, maybe 18 5s are 90. So 9,000 is the tax, so it should be, the value should be approximately 59,000 is the value, guys, for the 105 order. So do you want to see that? Now maybe I'm not doing debugging directly, I will see, and later I'm going to apply the debugging and see the 105. So what happened, guys? If the value is not modified, the value is only 105, and so maybe zeros 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So maybe let me do the debugging. Why it's not updating the value 59,000? I'm going to see in the debugging. Now you see there is an inconsistency. I should, ideally the value should be 59,000. Why it's not doing the 59,000? That's I'm going to see now. Why my modify statement is not working? So where is the problem? Here is the problem, right? Here is the problem. So there only I am now going to put in a debugger, guys. Whenever you see a problem, you suspect, so my read table and my modify statement is not working properly. So this is my root cause. That's why I'm putting the debugger at the read table, guys, and execute it. And now the cursor is here, and press F8 and press F8, and now cursor comes to the read table and press F5, guys. Maybe here the zeros 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Maybe read F5. Size abar C, size abar C, size abar C. This is the debugging, guys. It is giving me the 8. That means your previous statement is not successful. Your previous statement is not successful. So the problem, I don't know. We'll see the internal table and go to the internal table and 105. Okay, calculate this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros, 105. Right? And go here, SONO, right? What I'm passing here is the value. Maybe the value problem here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why it's not giving me the value? Why it's not giving me the value? Huh? Single quotes, yeah, it should be, it's in a character, I should be in the single quote, guys. Maybe my, I'm getting a spurious results here. See, guys, spurious results. Maybe I need to do the sort by ascending, it seems. Maybe I will do that. Okay, so my value is same, guys. I pass the exact value, it's not returning the, when I use the binary search. I suspect the sort is the problem, it seems. I'm going to change the sort to the ascending now. I'm going to do the sort to the ascending. What is the impact we are going to see now, guys? So maybe I will go back and change this to the ascending. Maybe I'll comment this code, guys. Here it will be the ascending order, right? So just to show what is descending, I have applied. Maybe I'm commenting that code. Now I commented that code, right? Someone asked what is the meaning of the comment, right? This is the meaning. Now I don't want that code. I commented the code, guys. And control, how do you comment? Control less than is the code, guys. Now we'll do the debugging again and go here and press F8 and come here. Now you do the press F5, guys. See, that's the impact of sort, guys. Descending also doesn't work, guys. Really, this is the first time I have observed this. So when you do the descending, so it doesn't work. Your read table with binary search doesn't work. Always sort with ascending order is the perfect answer, guys. So when you want to apply in a binary search on the read table, you should do in a sort with ascending order, not with the descending order, guys. Not with the descending order. That's what the binary algorithm. Now you can see, guys. So my size of RC, guys, successful now. Now if you go to the work area, it will read the exact record 105 iPhone and 50,000. This is my record. And go to the desktop one and come. So when size of RC equal to 0, apply the GST. And whenever the success, so this is a conditions, guys. If condition, if and if, I don't tell explain, right? So maybe, so this is the simple if conditions. If you want to implement, you need to use if and if, guys. So already you know this, right? Not to much explain here on the conditional statements. And now you can see, yeah, size of RC value equal to 0, it will go inside my price. Now you can see it's in a 59,000, guys. It's in a 59,000. It is calculated the price this on GST price. Now you can see it is going to modify. Now go to the internal table. Is still the internal table value is where is that 105? Yeah, it's 50,000 only, right? So now I am going to execute the modify statement. Now I go back to the internal table. Now you can see the value is modified, guys. The value is modified in the internal table, guys. That's the modify statement, guys. That's the modify statement. Okay. Now maybe I'm going to delete the same record. Maybe how can you delete the same record? Okay. So if you want to delete, I am going to delete another record, guys. Maybe I can delete the record with the 55,000 record. I am going to delete it, guys. How can you delete it? So maybe, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the record where sales order number equal to 100, where the sales order number equal to 100, guys. So delete, I tab, and here you need to put where condition, where SONO equal to, this is my record. That's it. So pretty printer, and do this and do this and do this and execute. Now you can see how many records you will be having. All 100 records will be deleted. Maybe I will be having only 101 and 105, guys. Do the debugging, you will come to know, guys. Okay, already you know how exactly you need to debug. That's why I'm not showing in the debugging now. Some of the steps I can ignore in the debugging if you do already, guys. Now this is what the delete record, guys. Here I am passing hard coded value, guys. Even you can send the data objects as well. You can send the data objects as well, guys. Let's take an example of, I have a value over here. Maybe I am going to take one variable. Okay, field for SONO. This is my variable. This value equal to this. Let's take an example. I can do whatever the operations I want. So I am sending this value to the variable, and that variable I can use over here, guys. F underscore SONO, right? So you can send the even data objects as well in the conditions and the where conditions and with in the if conditions and all. And I can do like this as well, guys. So uh, so what is the is this syntax is correct? No, you need to define a data objects for the F underscore SONO, guys. And I need to declare that. Maybe I can declare a variable, and for that maybe F underscore SONO, and same type I am going to take type of the C, guys. Character 10 I am going to take it out and pretty printer and do the syntax check and activate, guys, and at the activate. This is my logic. This is my logic, and I can do the with the variables as well in the read table or wherever I want. I can do that, guys. Wherever I want, I can do the values with the data object reference as well. Now I got all the things. Now maybe what I need to do is I need to do what kind of things I need to do is, so maybe there is a product, guys. Let's take an example. uh, so here I am going to take one more record. So here my record is this. Okay, so this is my, I'm going to append the record. Okay, so what is the problem is I don't know the price. Maybe I have in a screen guard uh, is the one material. Screen guard is one material, guys. So this material price I don't know actually. I'm not I'm not doing, I'm not sending the price value over here. I'm not sending the price value over here. Okay, so see what will happen. So what I'm doing here, I'm not sending the price value for the case 101 case. Okay, so what will happen, we are going to see now. So when you don't send the values here, what will happen? Maybe I can put the breakpoint, delete all the breakpoints. If you want to delete all the breakpoints, you can delete it, guys. So where you can see, go to display settings, display breakpoints, and display all. So it will display all, and select all, and remove all. I removed all the breakpoints, guys. Okay, and I'm going to put the breakpoint over here. I'm going to put the breakpoint over here and execute. And now I'm appending this record to the internal table. See what will happen. See what will happen. Go to the internal table, and now you see I have one not one and screen guard, and I didn't send the price. But where it is coming from? Where it is coming from? Where it is coming from? Yeah, it is coming from the previous record, guys. This is my work area. So I'm replaced the value with this and this. I didn't replace the value here. So it is taking the previous record. It is taking the previous record, guys. Ideally, this is a bug, guys, because the value is not 500 rupees for my screen guard, and it is giving me the error. It's a not error. So the data inconsistency you see in the report, the data inconsistency you see in the report, even though you didn't pass it, you are getting it. So this kind of times, what you need to do, whenever you pass a new record, always you need to clear the previous record, guys. That's what the importance of the clear. What clear will do? Clear will remove the data from the variable and work area and internal table, guys. Got it? So now I am going to clear this. Now what will happen when you clear this? This data will be already I have appended the data. I can clear it, no problem. I have cleared it. I am appending, I am transferring the new records, and now the new price, it is going to, the blank price, it is going to get it, guys. Now you are going to get the blank blank price, and you see here. And now see, and press F5, and press F5, and go to the internal table, and go to here. Now you can see there is a blank value, guys. That's the importance of the clear, guys. That's the importance of the clear. The previous values are copied into the next record when you don't do the clear, guys. Okay, maybe this is the clear. And even the clear can work on work area. The clear will work on the here as well, guys. Maybe I have used that field, maybe I can clear that value, f underscore SONO. So what I did here, I passed the value here, and I have used that value. After reading it, I can clear that value, guys. I can clear that value. So just, guys, the functional, don't think about the functionality here. Just I am showing the importance of the that keywords, guys. Okay, you need to always think in that point of view. Okay, don't think why he is putting here and why he is removing and all. Just I am showing how the keywords will work. Okay, that only I am showing over here, guys. Don't think about on the functionality side. Okay, so just I am passing the value, clearing the value. How the clear will affect on work area, how the clear will affect on variables, that's what I am showing over here, guys. Okay, in the real time we don't do like this. Okay, just I am going to I'm explaining only the fundamentals over here, guys. The scenarios, the real time reports will come up whenever I know the flow will come whenever it is required, that time I'm going to show the real time reports how you are going to do it, guys. Okay, so these are all fundamentals. And maybe I put the breakpoint over here and execute your program and press F8. I press F8. Now you see my value is 105, and if I execute this statement, now the value is clear to the space, guys. That's what I am going to show, guys. That's a clear. Clear will work on work area and variable, and as well as internal table as well, guys. Maybe now I have the data in two internal tables, itab, even in the itab one as well. So maybe first I am going to clear the value in itab, and now you see what will happen. Maybe I write dummy because I want a dummy uh, things, and go and execute and enter, and all these things I can show in the only in the debugging, guys. Maybe I can put a debugger here and plus and F8 and F8, because already I have seen all the statements. I'm pressing F8. Now you can see there is an I tab. We have 4 records in the I tab. So when I do the clear, and you can see there is a 0 records, it is remove the records from the internal table, guys. But so clear works on uh, variable and work area and internal table. But I am going to write a refresh, and suppose I'm going to use, maybe I have a data in work area 1 as well, and maybe I will do a refresh work area 1. So this is my value, and I'm going to write a refresh on the work area 1 pretty printer and do the syntax check, guys. So work area is not an internal table, it doesn't work on work area. F and F underscore SONO and do the syntax check, guys. F and not a internal table. Internal table refresh will work on only on the internal table, guys. That's the refresh statement. Just if you do the free on itab and itab 1, maybe it's not visible, the memory allocation will be removed from the itab and itab 1, guys. Pretty printer and activate. You cannot see that thing, guys. You cannot see that. Maybe what I can do is open work area 2, open work area 2, itab itab. Okay, maybe is it takes, yeah, it is taking, maybe it's taking. Okay, so put a breakpoint here and we'll see what will happen. Press, I did in a free, and so I'm not sure, I didn't try previously these kind of things. And your batch, I'm giving more dose. Okay, and F8, it comes here, clear and refresh and free, and click on this and click on this and append now, and it is appended, guys. After you even okay, so maybe after you free, I should not store the values. I don't know why it's appending, and maybe I don't know how exactly it is working. Maybe we'll see later that free statement. Maybe loop, so loop at itab into work area and write work area hyphen SONO, and loop. It will loop because the thing is okay, it's printing, right? Current loop pass value 4, and after that it is printing 101, guys. It is printing it. So I need to work on it, guys. So I don't know why it's giving. So it should remove all the memory allocation as well. I'm not sure, we'll check it. We'll check this. Maybe what we can do, press F1 on the free, and maybe free abap statement, free memory, and free abap statement, free memory. Okay, no, this is not one. Free. Okay, free memory without an addition is obsolete. Okay, and okay, free on F1 free memory. Maybe it's an absolute, guys. Free memory is an absolute statement. That's why it's not working. It's working actually. Free, you should not use it. You should not use. Maybe you can always. We don't use most of the times free, guys. Always we use a clear and refresh. We don't use the free, guys. We don't use always. We are going to remove the data from work area and body. We don't use the free statement, guys. And that's what the free statement. Read table and binary search and loop. Okay, we have used the loop and we have seen the cytabix values. Current loop was all and read table, and we have used move and move corresponding, and this also we did, guys. That's what all the internal table operations we did with this program, guys. Okay, so that's it. Do you have any questions? Huh? Select, yeah, yeah, you will get it. You will come to know. Select, right? Not now, I will explain. Okay, so we are coming to that part. I have some flow, I should execute that flow now. Okay, so we are see till now what we are doing, we are hard coding the values to store the values temporarily in the internal table. Normally we don't hard code these values, guys. We don't hard code these values. We are going to get these values from the database, guys. So that's the concept we are going to see in the next class. That's the class, the flow, the exactly the flow. I am coming to that part. Select statements. So now the thing is here, I am hard coding the values. Normally we don't hard code the values in the program level, and we need to get those values from the database, guys. We need to get them, those things in the database. That's what my flow. Now I'm going to introduce the concept called, I don't explain now. So this is my input and control C and control V. This is my processing logic and control C, control V. This is my output, but this is my input and I have processing logic PL. This is my output. So we have seen some of the things in the output side. We have seen something in the processing logic side. In the processing logic level, what I did a hard coded value, but the real time we don't hard code it, guys. This is my database. This is my database, guys. The database can be now the architecture also coming up, Oracle or MS SQL, or we have this kind of database DB6, or it's HANA, guys. Okay, so how we are going to integrate our application layer. This is my application layer, and this one, and this is my presentation layer. This is my database layer, guys. The architecture I am telling you over here. All your code will design in this layer, and my input is the GUI presentation layer, and output also I am going to see it's my presentation layer, and this is my application layer, and this is my database layer. And how you are going to store the values in database layer, how you are going to fetch the data from database to the application layer, and what are the database concepts that we are going to see in the next class, guys. Before going to that, maybe we need to see the input as well, but input as well, guys. So I will introduce the input screen, how we can design the input screens for our ABAP program. Later I am going to the database level, guys. Core fundamentals, all our course will run with this picture, guys. All our course will run with this picture, guys. This is my picture, and this is my picture, guys. This is my picture. That's what our course. Okay, so we are going to talk a lot about on the database, on the selection screen, on processing logic and output. Okay, there are a lot of concepts wise. So here I did an output with right statement, and if you do this with the right statement, that's why we don't do in the real time with the right statement, guys. Okay, so it doesn't give a beautiful, it's a rigid output. Okay, there is no colors to your life, guys. If you do the output with the right statement, there are no colors to your life. So if you want to have any colors to your life, we need to apply the concepts of the ABAP. So we are going to have the concepts, ABAP concepts, how to do reporting on your screen. There are a lot of interesting things coming up. So these are fundas, guys. These fundas you should know. That's why I have explained with that statements. And these are all the fundamentals. After the fundamentals, we are going to go to the key concepts of the above. What exactly the database, and how can you design the database? How can you design the tables? How can you create the tables? how can you enter the data into database tables, how can you read the data from database tables, and a lot of concepts we are going to talk about on the database and input and output. And suppose if I have one more server, how can I integrate this server to the other server? Maybe I have a third party server, third party application which is running on the Salesforce, and how can you integrate your data from Salesforce to the SAP system? And there is an automation, uh, there is an employee, he's applied the leave request on the system, and whenever you apply a leave request, your teacher has to approve, in the company your manager has to approve. How we are going to automate that kind of things in the SAP system? Workflow concept, SAP automation, SAP workflow concept is a robo, guys. In the SAP, the workflow is the robo of your SAP system. That also we are going to see. And also there is a web application in the output side. There is here we are seeing the outputs in the SAP GUI screen. But if you want to see your application data on the web application, how you are going to design that kind of things we are going to see. That's what our course details, guys. Okay, the full stack developer I am going to teach for you. So front end and middleware and back end, the full stack developer thing I am going to teach in this course, guys. Okay, so for the 2 years or the fresher, if you go for the interviews, if you claim you are a full stack developer, so no one will stop you on getting the jobs, guys. No one will stop you. Definitely he has to take. Why? Because there is a lot of resource crunch on the programming technology side. There is a lot of resource crunch. There is a huge demand for the technology side, guys. So that's it for today's class. See you on Monday at 9 a.m., guys. Okay, that's it. Do you have any questions? No, that's it for today's class. See you. Bye bye. See you on Monday.